Thank you for joining us today for Yu Suzuki's keynote presentation. On some of the seats there are question cards for Yu Suzuki. These will be collected toward the end of the presentation, and Yu Suzuki will answer them, time permitting. Now it brings us great pleasure to showcase the following videos of the contributions Yu Suzuki has made not only to the video game community, but to the entertainment industry as a whole.
In the history of video game development, there is no debating the contributions Yu Suzuki has made. Born in 1958 with a background in electronic science and a love of wine and his family, Yu Suzuki has always had a passion for being a pioneer. Ever since he joined Sega Enterprises in 1983, he has continually pushed the boundaries of all available technology with his arcade-oriented creations. In 1985, he created Hang On, the first simulation game in the world. Instead of controlling your motorcycle with a joystick, Yu Suzuki replicated an actual cycle for the gamer to sit on. In the same year, he unleashed Space Harrier, a shooting game with an alluring 3D-like effect. When 1986 hit, he pushed lifelike graphics to the limit with the driving simulator Outrun. Followed a year later by the aerial odyssey Afterburner. Afterburner, with its amazing sense of speed, was introduced with a cabinet that rotated on 2 axes, making players feel the motions of flight. Taking the driving game to a new level, Yu Suzuki unveiled Power Drift in 1989. Packed with roller coaster curves, gamers rejoiced when they got behind the wheel of this multi-linked driving simulator. Of course, few will disagree that when R360 surfaced in 1990, it broke new ground. This game was played within a giant roll cage, marking it as the first game ever to be able to rotate 360 degrees in all directions. Continuing to make history, he was the first to use the 3D CG Model 1 board to make virtual racing practically virtual reality at the time. A year later, in 1993, Yu Suzuki introduced Virtua Fighter, the first 3D CG fighting game in the world, which was also the first game to ever be put on permanent display at the Smithsonian Institution. From 1994 to 1997, 3 more installments followed, each advancing the fighting genre to new levels of realism. In 1999, F355 Challenge hit the arcades, equipped with a 6-speed gear shift and a clutch pedal, removing any doubt that Yu Suzuki was a master of game development. Yu Suzuki redefined the arcade experience, but now he has created Shenmue for the Sega Dreamcast. As his first console game, there is no question that Shenmue is his most ambitious masterpiece ever. This cinematic epic is packed with realism, from the multitude of motion-captured characters to the texture mapping of the smallest items. With weather and time elements constantly shifting, and characters with immense depth, Yu Suzuki has effectively created a world that reflects the one we live in. As technology evolves, there's no question that Yu Suzuki will be evolving with it.
Cinematic RPG is what Yu Suzuki, the producer of Shenmue, called it. At the very beginning stage of development, no one had any clue of what he wanted to accomplish, because no such game existed.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Peter Molyneux, founder of Lionhead Studios and the creator of Black and White.
I consider this one of the greatest high points of my career, introducing a true legend and a hero of the computer games industry. He has eaten more of my dollars in arcades. He has inspired me over the years when I'm creating games. But most especially, 6 months ago when I saw a first glimpse of Shenmue, I saw the true inspiration of a genius. Please welcome Suzuki.
Accompanying Mr. Yu Suzuki will be the Vice President of Product Development for Sega of America and developer of NFL, 2K, and NBA 2K, Greg Thomas. Translating today for Yu Suzuki and Greg Thomas are Shinobu Toyota and Tomoaki Inoue.